Good morning, Newton Falls. It's so great to be here this morning. I'm Dave Lynch, and this is our morning update brought to you on Tuesday and Friday mornings around 7:30. As long as we can get past any technical issues that present themselves to us, it's about a 15-minute program. We started this program to keep people updated about what's happening in Newton Falls related to coronavirus. But now, as we emerge from the pandemic, hopefully, we present these just 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Friday mornings. Well, folks, in Newton Falls, things are beginning to open up more and more. We have the basketball hoops up and they're being used. We have the new playground equipment up and it's being used like crazy. It's been very, very popular. And we have some events coming up that's really, I think, an expression of the fact that we are opening up our entire community. So, for example, on July 3rd, one of the newest churches in town is having a worship service at 6 o'clock at our community park, and I believe that's at the Pavilion. So get there and bring your family, a chance to express your devotion to God and also, in a way, to welcome into the community of Newton Falls Pastor Brent Erb, who's brought a beautiful vitality and such a strong faith in the Lord, and really many inspiring words. Those of you who've had a chance to stop over at his church, and they've been having Saturday services at about 6 o'clock. So this one's going to be July 3rd at our community park. So come one, come all. Let's welcome him again and his wonderful family into the community. And here's an announcement nobody's heard about before. July 4th, we don't have our fireworks and our big to-do that we always have, unfortunately. But we're going to do something anyhow. At the corner of Center Street and Broad Street, catty corner from the Domino's, and that address is 17 North Center Street, right in front of that big yellow church. There's a park. And we're going to dedicate that park as Liberty Park at about 9:20 in the evening. There'll be music, there'll be refreshments, and I promise you some surprises that'll make you want to be there. And that's right on the 4th of July. Now, I know, folks, normally you dedicate your time for July 4th to go see fireworks, so I know otherwise you've got that time available. So come right out to the intersection of Center Street and Broad Street, catty corner from Domino's, right in front of that beautiful yellow Christian church at that park, which we will dedicate as Liberty Park. What could be more appropriate for the 4th of July? Well, speaking of things that get us excited, on our live line is a man that's moving a business into Newton Falls. And when that happens, we sit up and take notice. And so we have on the live line the president of Creative Concrete Impressions, Mike Patterson. Good morning, Mike. How are you?
Good morning.
It's great to have you on the program. Mike, first of all, welcome to Newton Falls. We're so delighted you're moving your business here. Tell us what it is you do.
We do backyard oasis. We do concrete, we carve. We take concrete and make trees, fire pits, logs. We do wall arts. We do epoxy flooring. We're just good at what we do.
Well, and by the way, Mike, you've made, speaking of concrete, Creative Concrete Impressions, you made a very positive impression. Angie's List has you listed as one of their top performers in terms of customer service and customer satisfaction. And what I love about what you do, Mike, is that my father's concrete contractor was just a guy that brought in some cement and a mixer, threw down some rebar, poured something, and they left. But when you use concrete, you've got the ability to really turn it into a work of art, don't you, Mike?
Yes. It's a hobby. It never feels like a job. and there's a lot of people that don't have a bit visions of what they want.
Right.
So that we go the extra mile to show them what we can do.
Sure.
I always throw in stuff just to make that patio pop,
Sure.
and that I create designs that I would do at my own house.
You know, one of the things
So
that's outstanding about that, Mike, is that when you have concrete done at your house, it obviously is something that is a structural and a beautification type of thing that happens at a house. But when you create it into an artistic format, in other words, instead of just a slab of concrete, there's a design, whether it's on the floor or on the wall, that really creates higher resale value for that house. If you ever sell that house, I think the creative impression that
oh
you
yeah,
create really makes somebody say, wait a minute, I want to buy that house that's got that impression of the man on the horse or the eagle or something
yeah.
else you did with it. It's really a superb idea you've developed, Mike.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, Mike, having
Yeah.
you in Newton Falls really makes us happy. I was talking to someone in our finance department, and when a new business moves to town, you end up on our tax rolls, and I get a notification, and I wanted to call you right away because we want you to know that we encourage new businesses in Newton Falls, and anything we can do to make your arrival here be as exciting, dynamic, and comfortable as possible. You know you can call us at City Hall, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Now,
Thank
Mike,
you, sir.
what got you started in doing this kind of work?
Well, then I began at the age of 14. I worked for a guy, and then um, as I got older, I began to work for the union as a supervisor. I ran four crews for Kenmore, and I just got tired of busting my back for somebody else
Yeah,
and just pouring plain concrete. So in the winter time, I would go down to Florida, and I seen a guy stamping, and that's what got me into it. And then I began stamping concrete, and then I began to play with the Portland cements, and then I came up with ways to not use forms to where that you could take the Portland cements and go 10, 15, 20 feet high with a wall
wow,
with no forms. And then I began to create rocks.
wow. That is
Yeah,
unbelievable, Mike. You know, Mike, here's the analogy I have for you. General pourers of concrete are like people who manufacture canvases for artists. You were making
yeah,
those canvases, and somewhere along the way, the artist in you came out and said, "Look, I don't want to just create the canvas for the artist. I want to put the art on the canvas itself." And
yeah.
people are really gratified at that, aren't they, Mike?
Yes, yes. And that I make a patio to where that you can just relax. It just feels relaxing instead of just plain old gray or just a stamped pad to where people think that they're on vacation.
All right. Well, we're going to throw
And
your
the
number up
fact
on the
that
screen, Mike.
goes no,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
okay.
No, go ahead.
And the people want to relax,
Yeah.
and they get that cozy feeling of just being at home, inviting their guests, their friends, their family over, and that they're like impressed because all of this looks real to them, and we give the illusion of real rocks, trees, stumps,
Sure.
So,
Sure. Well, the number is 330-807-6260. And Mike, I relate to that sense of peace that people have. There's something about art that creates a sense of peace and relaxation. So a patio that is etched in beautiful nature scenes as opposed to a patio that is just a flat concrete with a swirl is a difference between night and day. So folks, call 330-807-6260 and welcome into town the newest business that's moved into Newton Falls as we expand our economy, not just by opening up again, but bringing new businesses in. Please welcome the president of Creative Concrete Impressions. They've moved here from Ravenna, Ohio. His name is Mike Patterson. And Mike, thanks for choosing Newton Falls to headquarter your business. Call us if you need anything. All right. Well, listen, and you have a great weekend and peace and health to your family,
Yep.
Mike.
all right, thank you, and you too, Dave.
All right. Thank you so much. Mike Patterson, company moving into Newton Falls. Folks, we're going to have a lot more stories like Mike Patterson as we enhance and improve our community, making it a place where people want to move. You're going to see a lot of improvements this summer, by the way, folks. I've heard people saying, well, they had we need more road programs. Last year, we had one of the largest road programs that we've ever had. This year, for those who don't realize, concrete doesn't get poured until the summertime. We are going to have one of the largest road programs again in the history of Newton Falls this summer. So cut it out with those comments that say, well, why don't they do something about the roads? They are doing something about the roads. It's a productive use of your tax dollars. And by the way, as Councilman Bariak said the other night at the council meeting, that's one of the things that will cause people to want to move their businesses into town. Just ask Mike Patterson of Creative Concrete Impressions. Well, folks, that is another one of our morning briefings that is shot to heck. Please tune in Tuesdays and Friday mornings at 7:30, Spectrum 1023, or on our YouTube channel, or certainly on Facebook. And remember, July 3rd, Pastor Herb will be over at the community park with a 6 p.m. service. It will be inspiring. It will be uplifting. It's going to be beautiful. And on July 4th, there is something going on in your community. At 17 North Center, we will dedicate that park as Liberty Park. What an appropriate thing to do on the day that we celebrate the Declaration of Independence on July 4th. Well, folks, as I say each time, put your faith in God. Send your prayers up to God. Let Him know that you want to communicate with Him. And as I also say at the end of each program, God bless America and God bless the city of Newton Falls.